Welcome back. Disorders that affect the blood abound. A whole lot of disorders like that, but the one that is so common and in global view right now is sickle cell anemia. Tomorrow is World Sickle Cell Day, and we'll be looking at this condition and how much of it that we have to deal with in Nigeria. We have in the studio a consultant family physician and member Sickle Cell Disorder Committee of the Federal Medical Center in Ebute Metta, Lagos, Dr. Usman Olagoke. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
and of course, we have Mr. Akinsoji Akintola, a person living positively, I would say, with sickle cell anemia. Thank you so much for being here.
He's a poultry farmer.
Yeah, he is. Okay, welcome once more. Now, let me start with you, Dr. Olagoke. What is, a whole lot of people will say SS. How does this come about?
Thank you very much. Sickle cell disease or disorder are genetic disorders. By that we mean that they are inherited. So the genes for the hemoglobin pattern are inherited from the parents. There are different...
Please just slow down.
All
you
right.
need to really break it down. What is hemoglobin?
Okay. Let's start from the blood.
Yeah.
We all know what blood is.
Yes. What is flowing through our veins?
What is flowing through our veins.
Yes.
And we know that most of the time, if you have a cut, the blood is usually red.
Yeah.
So there are cells in the blood. One of the cells in the blood is called red blood cells.
Yeah.
Now these red blood cells also have some components. One of the components is called the hemoglobin.
Okay.
And the hemoglobin is a part of the red blood cells that takes our oxygen from the lungs. When we breathe in air, the hemoglobin takes up the oxygen and transports it around the whole body.
Good.
All right. So we have different types of the hemoglobin. The usual type is what we call hemoglobin AA. All right, AA. And then there are variants. But the commonest around us, the variants that are common around us are the S hemoglobin and the C hemoglobin. There are others, like I said, like the beta thalassemia and others. So
you hear some people say AC,
yes,
SC. Are
yes.
these also
variants?
No, those are genotype. When we say genotype, we are actually testing for what is the combination of the hemoglobin pattern in the body. Is it the usual one, which we call AA? Is it a combination of the usual and the variant, or both of them are the variants?
Okay.
So you can have AS by way of inheritance.
Okay.
You can have AC, you can have SC, you can have SS, you can have AA.
So if I have SC, I'm a carrier but not having the disease?
No. The sickle cell disorders are the ones that have sickle cell gene in the homozygous state. When we say homozygous state, that means they inherited the sickle gene from the father and from the mother. So one S from the father, the other S from the mother. So that is how the baby comes out with a genotype of SS. Now in a situation whereby the baby took up one S from a parent and a C from another parent, that is SC. But because there is no A, the hemoglobin behaves like SS, but in a milder form. So when we say sickle cell disorder, we are actually talking about the SS, the SC, and the S beta thalassemia.
SS, SC, S beta thalassemia. Okay, now, so it is about inheritance.
Yes.
Because I've seen cases where a child would have SS and the whole blame is on the mother.
No, we
Come on, where did you get this child from?
Okay, this is part of the awareness we are trying to create, that the baby's genotype is just by chance, not by choice. It's like you are asked to dip your hands into two baskets and pick up one object each amongst millions. So you close your eyes, pick an object here, pick an object here, and then you are showing it to the world. These are the two things I've picked. So it's not the fault of the father, neither is it the fault of the mother, and it's not the fault of the baby as well. Because the baby does not know what he is picking. It's by chance. It's not by choice. And that is why we are creating the awareness to let people know that you cannot be blaming one party for this, and then there are other myths associated with it. We need to create the awareness for people to know.
Okay, Mr. Akintola, when sickle cell is mentioned, people say, oh, this child is going to die very soon. But you've lived, you know, and I'm so happy for you. So
thank you very much.
How has it been, you know, coming up? When did you know about this?
Maybe when I was like 15.
15?
15.
Yes.
You had no crisis until you were 15?
I had crisis, but I don't know about sickle cell, you know.
Oh,
like
your
my
parents
thought,
didn't know what it was?
Yeah, but you know, that's what the 60s, you know.
Okay.
Maybe they keep telling us, maybe it's your stepmother, something,
Abiku,
yeah, rheumatism and everything. But when my parents, I really thank my mom because she's there for me every time. I got sick almost every month. Every month I got sick. When I traveled.
Sick with what?
Like I have crisis. I have pain, crisis in my legs, my bone, my head, everywhere.
Just general pain?
General pain every time.
Okay.
Almost during my birthday, I didn't even celebrate my birthday till I was like 21. Because I'm always in the hospital then. We thought, then when I traveled in 1989, that's when I get to know more about it. When I went to London, so I got sick. So they now tell me how to manage it. I have to start drinking a lot of fluid. That's why I keep going.
And you look healthy enough to us.
Yeah.
And to be a farmer, a poultry farmer at that.
Exactly. So you are a strong sickler.
Yeah.
So aside from drinking fluid, what else do you do to sustain?
Right. I take my medications. I don't do too much heavy plays, like playing football. I did a little exercise.
So it's also about knowing your limits.
Yeah, your limits. That's it.
Now let me come back to you, Doctor. Here's a very good case of saying, yes, you can have sickle cell anemia, but it doesn't mean that it's a death sentence. So tell us about the need for first diagnosis, because he said he didn't know until he was 15.
Yes.
Diagnosing this and management.
All right. Like I said earlier on, the reason why we are creating this awareness is for people to know at a very early stage. And that is why we have a specific date to make people, we are doing the awareness every day, but we now have a specific date worldwide to create that awareness. That first, there is something called sickle cell disorder. And this is how it comes about, by inheritance. It is not the witch at the backyard, and it is not the fault of the parents or the child. Okay? So if people now know their genotype, they will be able, by their own choice, decide on what to do, whether to bring a baby to this world with SS or not.
What are the chances while we're at that?
Okay, it depends on the genotype of the father and the mother.
Okay, so what genotypes combined will produce an SS child?
Okay, if both parents have one or two sickle hemoglobin,
Like
for
AS,
instance,
AS,
AS
and
and AS. If it is AS and AS,
Chances
each
are-
time the mother gets pregnant, there is a 25% chance that the baby will come out with SS
Okay.
for the AS. So it is each time the mother gets pregnant.
So there's also another 25% chance that it could be
AA.
AS or AA.
Yes. So there is a 50% chance that it will be AS.
Okay.
All right. So it's possible that the couples will have 4 children and all of them will be SS. It is possible that there will be even distribution. Anything
And
is
it is
possible,
also
just by
possible
chance.
that it can be AS.
It can be AS all through. It can be
Or
AA
all
all through. So it's
So
a
you want
chance.
to think about it and take the
Take a
gamble.
chance.
Exactly.
Yes,
so
yes.
you need to think about it and make your choice. Whether you really want to go through this.
But I would say that basically because of your campaign, more couples actually take time out to go and do the test
Yes.
before deciding whether they actually want to marry each other or not.
Yes.
Because they don't want to bring SS children into the world.
Yes.